Hi everybody. Today we are going to discuss three-phase 120-degree mode of voltage source inverter. This is the circuit diagram of three-phase bridge inverter, and this power circuit diagram is same as 180-degree mode of operation for three-phase bridge inverter. The three basic assumptions were there. Only the first assumption you need to change for 120-degree mode of operation. Here each SCR conducts for 120 degree of a cycle. So T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and T6, each thyristors will conduct for only 120 degree of a cycle. And each lower SCR conducts after 180 degree of respective upper SCRs. That means T4 will start to conduct from the initial of T1 after 180 degree of initial of T1. T6 will start to operate after 180 degree of the starting or on position of T3. T2 will start to operate after 180 degree of initial state of T5. And each upper SCRs conduct after 120 degree of previous SCRs. That means the upper SCRs are T1, T3, T5. So T3 will start after 120 degree operation of T1. T5 will start to operate after 120 degree operation of T3. And T1 will start to operate after 120 degree operation of T5. So maintaining these three assumptions, we can make these conduction angles. So this is the T1. T1 starts from here. It will conduct for 120 degree, and after 180 degree, T4 will start. So this is, if we divide this total, this is total 180 degree. If we divide by 3 division, so 60, 60 and the rest 60, total 180. So T1 will conduct for only 120 degree, rest 60 degree is off. Then T4 will start from the beginning of T1. After 180 degree, T4 will start to operate. Then T4 will conduct for 120 degree. Next 60 degree is off. Then from the starting of T4, the T1 will start after 180 degree. So this way it will continue. Similarly, when T3 will start, then T6 will start after 180 degree of T3, starting position of T3, and after T6 again T3 will start, and each thyristors is conducting for only 120 degree, and T2 starts from here. After 120 degree operation of T2, the rest 60 degree is off, but T5 will start after 180 degree from the beginning of T2, 60, 60, 60. So then T5 will start again after 180 degree of T5 half cycle, then T2 will start. So this way this process will continue. Again, the third criteria was the each upper SCRs conducts after 120 degree of previous SCRs. So you see the T3 will start after 120 degree operation of T3 of T1. T3 will start to operate after 120 degree operation of T1. So 60, 60, then T3 will start. Again T3 will continue for 120 degree, then T5 will start. So maintaining all three criteria, we can draw the conductions angle, and in stage 1 we can see that from this chart thyristor 1 and thyristor 6 are on. So 1 and 6 are on. In stage 2 the thyristor 2 and 1 are on. In stage 3 2 and 3 are on. In stage 4 3 and 4 are on. Stage 5 4 and 5 are on. Stage 6 5 and 6 are on. Again this process will continue because this is 360 degree. One cycle is complete and next cycle will start, and again 6 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6. This process will continue. Now as in stage 1 for 0 to 60 degree, the thyristor 1 and 6 are on. So we can explain this by the power circuit diagram. This is the power circuit diagram. All the thyristors are there represented as switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As 0 to 60 degree, 1 and 6 are closed. So thyristor 1 and 6 are closed and remaining all are off. This is my source voltage, DC voltage source. This is the 3-phase load. Each load, 3 phases are containing the equal amount of impedance, that is Z. The O be the neutral point of the 3-phase star connected load. The 3 phases are A, B and C. Phase A connected with the positive terminal of the voltage source via switch 1 because switch 1 is closed. Phase B is connected with the negative terminal via switch 6 because switch 6 is on, and phase C is not connected with the voltage source, input voltage source. So this circuit we can represent as this, where this is my DC voltage source and the phase A is connected with the positive terminal. This is the load and this is the neutral point O, and phase B is connected with the negative terminal of the source. So phase B, negative terminal of the source. So each are having, phase A, phase B, both are having the impedance Z, equal amount of impedance Z. So from this diagram, you can say as this is the source voltage and both the impedances are equal. So voltage developed across each load will be equals to Vs by 2. So VAO will be equals to Vs by 2 and VBO, B is as connected to the negative terminal. So this will be minus Vs by 2 and VCO will be equals to 0 because C is not at all connected with the source. So if I draw the graph of VAO, VBO, VCO, VAO is plus Vs by 2. So you see this is the plus Vs by 2 and VBO is minus Vs by 2 and VCO is equals to 0. Now for stage 2, where 1 and 2, these two thyristors are on. Here for 60 degree to 120 degree mode of operation, stage 2, the switch 1 and 2 are closed. So 1 and 2, these two are closed, remaining all are off. So here phase A is again connected with the positive terminal of the source and phase C is connected with the negative terminal of the source via switch 2 as switch 2 is closed. So this circuit can be represented as this. This is my source voltage, DC voltage source Vs. A is connected with the positive terminal via switch 1. A is connected with positive terminal via switch 1 and C is connected with the negative terminal via switch 2, and both are having equal amount of impedance Z. So the voltage developed across VAO is equals to Vs by 2. Voltage developed across VBO is equals to 0 because the phase B is not at all connected with the input voltage source. VBO is equals to 0 and VCO is equals to minus Vs by 2 as because the C is connected with the negative terminal of the source. So VAO is equals to plus Vs by 2 and VCO is minus Vs by 2. So we see here VAO is plus Vs by 2 and VCO is minus Vs by 2 and VBO is equals to 0. Now in stage 3, the thyristor 2 and 3 are on. Thyristor 2 and 3. Here thyristor 2 and 3 are on for 120 degree to 180 degree mode of operation. 2, 3 closed, remaining all are off. So here phase A is not connected with the source. Phase B is connected with the positive terminal of the source via switch 3 and phase C is connected with the negative terminal of the source via switch 2. So C is connected with negative terminal of the source and the B is connected with the positive terminal of the source. So VAO is equals to 0 because the phase A is not connected with the source. VAO is equals to 0. VBO is equals to plus Vs by 2 and VCO is equals to minus Vs by 2. So VBO positive, VCO negative. VAO is equals to 0, VBO is equals to plus Vs by 2, and VCO is equals to minus Vs by 2. So now in stage 4, thyristor 3 and 4 are on. In stage 4, 3 and 4 are on for 180 degree to 240 degree mode of operation. So conduction angle. Now here phase A is connected with the negative terminal of the source and phase B is connected with the positive terminal of the source, and C is not connected with the source. So B is connected with the positive terminal of the voltage source, A is connected with the negative terminal of the voltage source. So the VAO is equals to how much? Minus Vs by 2, because A is connected with the negative terminal of the source. VAO is equals to minus Vs by 2. VBO will be equals to plus Vs by 2, and VCO will be equals to 0. VAO negative, VBO positive. So VAO is equals to minus Vs by 2, VBO is equals to plus Vs by 2, and VCO is equals to 0. Now stage 5, where 4 and 5, these two thyristors are on. So in stage 5, 4 and 5, these two thyristors are on for 240 degree to 300 degree conduction angle. So 4 and 5 are on, remaining all are off, and the phase A is connected with the negative terminal of the source and phase C is connected with the positive terminal of the source. So we can represent this power circuit diagram like this. Here this is my source voltage Vs. C is connected with the positive terminal via switch 5 and A is connected with the negative terminal via switch 4. So the voltage developed across AO is equal to A is connected with the negative terminal. So this will be minus Vs by 2. VBO is equal to 0 and VCO will be equal to plus Vs by 2. So VAO minus VCO plus. Stage 5, VAO is minus Vs by 2 and VCO is plus Vs by 2 and VBO is equals to 0. Now for stage 6, the thyristor 5 and 6 are on. Here thyristor 5 and 6, these two thyristors are on and remaining all are off. 1, 3, 4, 2, these 3 are off. And this is the 3-phase load, star connected load. A is connected, not connected with the source, B is connected with the negative terminal of the source, and C is connected with the positive terminal of the source. So C is connected with the positive, B is connected with the negative terminal of the source. So VAO will be equals to 0, VBO is equals to minus Vs by 2 because the B is connected with the negative terminal of the source. VCO is equals to plus Vs by 2. Okay, so AO 0, BO negative, CO positive. So here AO 0, BO negative and CO positive. So this way, the one cycle completed 0 degree to 360 degree, and again this process will continue for the next cycle. Now, if we want to find the graph of VAB, VBC and VCA, VAB will be equals to VAO minus VBO. VBC will get VBO minus VCO and VCA will get VCO minus VAO. This way we will get 3 graphs. So VAO minus VBO, this is plus Vs by 2 and this is minus Vs by 2. So if we subtract this from this, Vs by 2 minus or minus Vs by 2, we will get Vs. Again, here this is plus Vs by 2 minus 0. So this will be plus Vs by 2. In stage 3, this is 0 and this is plus Vs by 2. So 0 minus of plus Vs by 2, we will get minus Vs by 2. In stage 4, this is minus Vs by 2, this is plus Vs by 2. So minus Vs by 2 minus of plus Vs by 2. So we will get minus 2 minus Vs, and here this is minus Vs by 2 and this is 0. So we will get minus Vs by 2, and for this VAO is equals to 0 and VBO is equals to minus Vs by 2. So 0 minus of minus Vs by 2, then we will get plus Vs by 2. This way this process will continue and we will get the graph like this. So if we draw the fundamental output voltage of VAB, then definitely that will be a sinusoidal waveform. This way we can explain the VBC also a sine graph and VCA will also a sine graph. So the output voltage developed across each three phases VAB, VBC, VCA are now AC. So this way we can generate three-phase AC output waveform using this power circuit diagram, and where each thyristors are conduct for 120 degree. So you may ask to find the how we'll get the three-phase AC output waveform from the three-phase inverter circuit. You may get any one from these two mode. You may need to explain either 120 degree or 180 degree mode of operation. These two are very, very important in induction motor or induction inverter circuit. Okay, thank you.